It absolutely sucks making a build and just having it nerfed a week later, but that wouldn't happen if you were to pick one of the weaker skills, and that is why today I will be showing you my Axe Throw Autocaster. Axe Throw is the weakest skill in the Berserker, which makes it the lowest chance of being nerfed, and actually has a chance of being buffed later on. Before we get started, I want to first explain the skill Axe Throw. This skill gives you a max level of 5, where each skill level gives you 90% damage. And this skill's damage is also increased by your strength and dexterity by 1% per point. This skill can also hit twice. Compared to the other skills in the Berserker tree, this is the weakest one. The other skills do at least 2% per point of strength or vitality, and scales much more per level and has more levels. The weapon I am using for this build is the Tomahawk. This gives me plus 5 range, plus 1 to chain, and the chance to autocast Axe Throw when attacking at 2% per refine. I am going to be dual wielding the Tomahawks to double the chance of my Axe Throw per auto attack. Since Axe Throw is a combo skill, I have equipped a snake card to my headgear, since this will give me the chance to autocast Venom Strike, and Venom Strike gives me combo ready, so that increases my Axe Throw damage by 50%. I also made sure to have an Axe Throw gem to increase the damage by 2% per refine. We take the damage to another level by converting the element of our weapon using different cards to whatever the enemy is weak against, giving us 25% more damage. For example, Shadow is weak against Holy. Now the problem I was facing is that using 2 axes makes this attack slow, so we negate this by maxing out our agility and maxing out our dexterity, since it also adds attack speed as well as damage to my Axe Throw. I'm using a Stink card and 2 Egglet cards in my weapons to give me more attack speed, as well as the Shell Robot and the Razor Robot cards in my pants and my shoes to give me more attack speed. If you do not have a Stink card, you can always change out to the Ashwalker shoes, so you can get 25% or at least 20% more attack speed. I am using the Winged Helm, since this gives me attack speed per refine, and also the Speed Gauntlets, which gives me agility and a flat 5% attack speed. To throw my axes even faster, I am using the Blitzcore artifacts. This gives me 2% attack speed per piece, plus the full set bonus of 7%. Each refine also gives me more attack speed. I also have a Temple Gem to get me more attack speed. Now that I have achieved max attack speed of 193, I'm going to be throwing Tomahawks at 7 times per second. Each Tomahawk, remember, also gives me plus 1 to chain, and the Blitzcore gives me plus 2 to chain. And each hit of the chain is a separate chance to cast the Axe Throw. So having 2 Tomahawks at 40% Axe Throw times 7 attacks per second, plus the 4 bounces is, I'm not good at math, but seems like a good number to be auto-casting the Axe Throws. For the rest of my stats, I just dumped it into strength to give me flat attack and also scale to my Axe Throw damage. For the rest of my gear, I am using the utility Quiver, which gives a plus 1 to range and 5% more range damage. I added a Burrow card on here to give me stun immunity. The face gear, I'm using the Runeborn Visor. This gives me flat attack and attack percentage, which I put a Housefly Junk card in to boost my crit. I'm also using the Power Set, the Power Plate, Power Greaves, Power Shoes, as these give me strength per refine. And the last piece of gear I have is the Arcane Gloves, which gives me level 5 haste. I put a Batlord card in it to keep my mana up. For the skills, starting with the Warrior, I'll put it up on the screen here, so if you want to copy, pause if you do. And for the Berserker, I make sure Axe Throw is maxed, since the Autocast does cast the max level of the skill. The aura I'm using is Blood Frenzy. This gives me 30% attack speed at max level. The Warcry I'm using is Blood Howl. This causes my attacks to bleed, which makes the enemies take more range damage, 15% more. This also gives me health leech. This build is simple. All I need to do is buff up and click, walk around and click. Nothing too special. I'm already doing combo ready with the snake card, so no need to press any other buttons. If you wanted something even more simpler, check out my Lazy Zerker build, linked here.